Someone's in the kitchen with Bonnie. Yum.
Hello, welcome to Someone's in the Kitchen with Bonnie. And today, that someone is Laura Fremont.
Hello.
Now,
Hi.
you might know Laura. You might have seen her videos, her YouTube videos of dance. She is a phenomenal dancer, teacher, and choreographer. And besides that, she's a mighty fine singer. And she's good in the kitchen. So we're going to get started on some Mother's Day treats today. Laura, did you do anything special with your mom when you were growing up for Mother's Day?
We always had like a luncheon. So she dressed us up in our, holiday best, and we went to some sort of mother-daughter luncheon. It was always a mother-daughter.
So you went out for lunch?
We went out.
Yeah,
she never cooked.
Oh,
You should have say it. She was not a great cook. I love my mother, but no, she was not a great cook.
She excelled in music.
She excelled in music.
But
that
not
was
in
her
the
thing,
kitchen.
but not cooking. Yeah.
Well, I cooked, and I have to say at that point in time, my passion was much greater than my ability. But the food was always eaten, and nobody ever complained. So today, we're going to make some orange glazed bacon. That's going to be the meat product in our meal today. So what we do is, I've already actually done some of the work, but I'm going to show you how it comes together. So we start off with 3/4 of a cup of orange juice.
Nice.
Lovely. 1/4 cup of honey.
Ooh.
So it's nice and sweet.
Is it a particular kind of honey, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter, but you can be as creative as you want to be with
Okay.
the honey that you
The
use.
honey.
A little Dijon. This is a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And interestingly, as this cooks, it smells so strong of mustard that I thought, I must have added a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon. But I must have added 3 tablespoons instead of a tablespoon, but I didn't. It was the right amount. But it doesn't taste real strong of Dijon mustard. And then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. So we get this on the stove. And we let it cook and cook and cook and boil it down. Now you have to stir it constantly. And when it's done, it comes out to about 1/3 of a cup. So we're gonna not stand at the stove for 20 minutes and cook this. So I'm gonna put this over here. And this is what it looks like when it's done. It's a little bit darker. It's still rather liquidy. It's not real thick, but it's quite delicious.
It looks divine.
Yes. So to do the bacon, what we do is we cook this for 10 minutes in the oven, and then we take it out and put the glaze on it. So I'm going to pop this in the oven real quick.
Ooh, your oven is nice and clean.
Yeah, nothing like a new oven.
I know, it's nice.
So, and once we get the glaze on it, it's real important to check it frequently because, boy, does it burn with all the sugar.
So the glaze then is only a few minutes afterwards?
A few minutes afterwards,
'cause of the sugar
It can go 5 minutes. It can go up to 10 minutes, but you just have to keep an eye on it. Now, for Mother's Day, I thought we should have mimosas.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now you're talking. But this is a special kind of mimosa. This is a Paloma mimosa. So it's made with grapefruit juice instead of orange juice, lime juice. This is tagine, which we're going to put around the rim, tequila, and then Prosecco. If you would grab that bottle I showed you earlier. Okay. So this is tagine and sugar. So it's sweet and spicy. You don't have to open that. If you don't want to, I can do that. Unless you want to. Laura, when she lived in New York, bartended for a while in addition to dancing. We are all jacks of many trades, I think.
Well, you had to do something while you were waiting for the dance gigs to show up.
Yes. Laura's also done lots of television, so she's very talented.
Oh, thanks, Bunny.
Okay, so we're going to do...
Let's see.
Here, I'll get the rest of it. I have a towel here.
Do you? Great.
So in culinary school, they taught us to hold the cork and twist the bottle. I don't know if that's true.
I will do it that way. It does work that way. Beautifully. Nice.
So
You want to keep this? It's not going to go back in.
nope, we're going to pour the whole bottle in there.
Oh, yummy.
So we have 1.5 cups of grapefruit juice. Right in this pitcher.
Okay.
1/4 cup of lime juice.
Is that fresh lime?
It is.
Okay.
These are some of them. Quarter cup of tequila, if you will. Pour the tequila.
Okay. Where's the quarter cup? Ooh, that's a lot of tequila. I can hardly wait.
Well, it's going to be for the whole bottle of Prosecco, though. Is that a quarter?
That's a quarter cup, right?
Alrighty. I'll take it. We don't want to be a, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So normally mimosas, of course, is orange juice and champagne or a sparkling wine.
Right.
But this specifically calls for La Marca Prosecco, and it's got all these bright flavors in it. Tequila's a bright flavor,
Yeah.
and the lime and the grapefruit juice.
But I like that you got the blush. Prosecco.
Yeah, I do too. I like it.
Yeah,
We're going to let that calm down a little bit.
But it's a good color for Mother's Day.
It is a good color for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Do I get to go first?
We're going to go
Just
together,
asking
my
for
dear.
a friend.
Oh, you're funny.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Cheers.
Cheers.
To mothers.
To mothers. Oh, wow.
Mm.
I tell you what.
Tell
the
me.
Tequila keeps it from being too horribly sweet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't jump into your face.
But I wouldn't
like-
want to drink too horribly many.
No, but it's good.
It is good.
Wow. That's a nice touch. Thanks, Bonnie. That's good.
We'll let the crew try this after a bit. Okay.
Wow.
See how
That's lively.
got
It's gotta
6
be
minutes
some of
left
the
on the
salts.
bacon, so that's
Okay.
good. You grab your glass there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Well,
just
put
set
that
this
there.
over here. Yeah, I brought that from home. We don't have alcohol here. Okay, so next we're going to do this fabulous French toast casserole, which is so crazy good. The first thing we do, and this is going to take me to the stove. Where did I put the pan? Oh,
Here's the.
it's already over here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be at that stove for just a brief moment.
Can I go with you?
You can go with
Okay.
me.
Because I want to watch.
Okay. So we have butter, melted butter.
Do your thing. I'll hang over here.
That's good. And then we're going to add brown sugar. We're going to get this all melted down. So you melt the butter first. You can come around here, Laura.
Okay.
Melt the butter first, and then just stir this until the brown sugar is melted in.
Now, the thing is, this stove is gas, and I love cooking on gas.
I do too.
So you're going to have to go a little slower and or be really a little more conscientious with our electric glass top.
Yeah. Just but
stovetops.
everything is different on,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. But yeah, I do prefer gas. We had gas in culinary school.
Yeah.
That's all we had.
Well, it's just so direct, right?
Yeah,
So
direct heat.
immediate.
But I'm learning to use the electric appliances. Now you had asked a question earlier about what's the first thing that happens in culinary school,
Right.
and you're not going to like the answer. The first 2 weeks is sanitation.
That's actually huge because
It is huge,
I
but it's
think-
not fun.
No, it's not. But like one of the things I remember, like in our generation, right, we had home ec classes.
Yes.
And it was all about cleanliness first. I could, pull your hair back, girls. Wipe the counter down after you're finished, girls. I mean, it was just, and I actually still do that to this day. I keep cleaning up behind
Yeah,
myself.
that's a good way to do it.
It is.
Makes
So
a difference.
2 weeks doing that.
2 weeks doing that.
And then
The first thing we did was we cooked a green bean. Oh, man, that was one of the
did you
toughest
boil
assignments.
it, roast it?
We had to blanch it, and it had
Okay.
to be cooked to perfection with just the exact right bend on it.
Ooh,
And the
that's
chef
interesting.
instructors were brutal. And you walked up to the chef instructor with a big plate and your lone green
With
bean.
Bend my bean, please.
trembling, yeah. So they would bend it, break it, take a bite, and either you had to go back and do it again, or you were done. And they only gave you 3 green beans, so
So al dente, but not like hard.
not hard,
Like right in between.
and not mushy soft.
And also, I'm going to just comment that sugar was grainy and gushy, and now it's starting to smooth out a lot.
Smooth
right?
out, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'll get even more so.
What is this pan you're using? Is that a ceramic?
It's you know what? It's just what happens to be here in the kitchen. I don't really know what it is.
Because the ceramic, I can see the liquid not
sticking.
sticking. Yeah, that's pretty wonderful. Besides, the color is pretty.
It is, yeah. Somebody donated this to the church, so very
And
fortunate.
now it's getting like not watery, but you can see.
Yeah, the butter is starting to separate a little bit
Yeah.
from the sugar.
Very cool.
Yep. Oh, we're down to 2 minutes 25 seconds on the bacon. Yay!
So if somebody doesn't have the exact same temperature as your stove, you still want to try to. Oh, you're talking about the bacon. Yeah, 2 minutes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's cooking at 425, so it's really pretty high heat.
Oh, yeah, that is. When will you know the sugar is ready to? Oh, it's starting to like almost boil.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And now we're going to pour this into a prepared 9x13 baking pan that has, I buttered it. So it's,
Okay.
And when you cook this, the rest that goes in, I thought, ooh, there's not very much bread in there. It's not going to be very,
Right.
it's not going to be very much.
Mhm.
And it just puffed way up over the top of the pan. So it was really good. Kind of a brulee, you know,
Yep.
a little bit.
Looks divine.
Okay,
Yummy.
that's done. That part is done.
Wow. I
Yep.
love seeing the sugar and the butter. Look at that.
Want to crack the eggs?
All right.
You're a pro at it.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll find out. I'm going to stop drinking if I'm going to crack these eggs. Oh, you want them in here?
Yes, please.
Okay. She's going to make me do this on camera. Okay. Shoot.
You're fine.
I'm not as pro as you. I don't think the chef would be happy. I've separated the yolks from the.
No, you don't have to do that, so you're all good. Okay.
Come on, baby.
So I have half a loaf of French bread, and I'm just going to cut this into small dice.
Okay. Are you going to do a show where you're actually baking?
Sure.
Put you on the spot.
Well, I did already make one. So,
Did you?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. There you go. I don't see that I dropped any.
Nope. And
You know.
There's in this side of the refrigerator, there's a measuring cup with milk already poured.
Okay.
And that goes right in. And, oh, bacon's done.
Alrighty. Ooh.
Well, not done, but ready for the next step. Yes, dear, I'll turn you off. All righty.
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Now you're making me self-conscious of my hair.
Wow. Is that good?
Looks good. We're going to add a
Alrighty.
couple more things to it.
Alrighty.
Hang on 1 second.
I'm going to put this near the sink.
I'm going to set a 5-minute timer on that. Wow. Okay. And now we're going to add cinnamon. It's 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And where is the, I'm missing something. Hang on 1 second over there. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Oh, there it is. Cup of brown sugar. Oh, I don't want to use that one.
Is that, celery salt?
No, it's a cup of brown sugar has cayenne in it. Wouldn't that have been a
Oh
surprise?
my gosh,
Okay.
that would have been
So I'm just going to add 1
Interesting.
tablespoon for now. No matter how organized I try to be, seems like I always miss something.
that's all right.
That's okay. Okay, so that's brown sugar and cinnamon.
Do you know where I learned to cook? I was a waitress for so many years in New York, just trying to be a, starving little dancer type, that the guys in the kitchen in this restaurant I worked, I just would watch them. And that's how I learned pretty much how to cook. I mean, as much as I love my mother, she grew up during the Depression. So she just boiled a lot of things and did a lot of things to feed 7 and 8 people at one sitting, right? But I learned to kind of cook by watching the guys in the kitchen.
They're pretty, and they're so fast sometimes it's hard to catch what they're...
Well, they also have interesting equipment. Like a lot of things were finished in the broiler. In a restaurant, They've got this firing broiler
Salamander.
that they send it in and pull it out. And it just creates that last beautiful edge on a lot of stuff.
A little bit of caramelization.
Yeah.
That little sizzle at the end.
Yeah. Is that sourdough bread or just white bread?
This is French bread.
French bread. Okay.
Okay. So now, Ms. Laura, if you want to, you can just pour that egg mixture right over the top here.
See, and this is what's interesting. This particular bowl has that lip.
Yeah.
Being conscientious of that when you go shopping for stuff is, kind of a big deal, I think. Right? Bonnie, this is so much amazing fun. Trying to get it all nice and wet. What my mother did do is a lot of, she would take leftover bread that was old.
Yeah, day-old bread.
And make bread puddings.
Yep.
Lots of different bread puddings.
I do that here for a senior day out for the seniors.
Uh-huh.
For Tuesday lunches. Yeah, they do like it. Okay. Then a little more sugar on the top. I'm just going to go ahead and do it like I really do it.
That's right.
Now, we're not actually going to bake this today because we don't have the time.
Oh, okay.
But
oh, yeah, baby. Woo!
okay. Got to wipe it on your pants.
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
where
So
it
now
belongs.
this is ready to go in the oven.
Okay.
Goes in 400-degree oven for 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
And it goes woof, and then once it settles, it goes back down, and it's quite delicious.
Beautiful.
I'm going to show you what that looks like.
All right.
Here is one that I baked off yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Pretty cool.
Look what we just did.
Yes, indeed. I know, indeed, we did.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it really is quite.
Mm.
And if you stick your little schnozola down there, you can smell that it's quite cinnamony and
Yep.
it smells quite
Yep.
rich.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you tend to make me very happy when you do this, Bonnie.
This could be hot right now, but it really isn't. So we'll pretend that it's hot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I
And
can do
the
that.
bacon is still cooking. I don't want to mess with that any longer. So I'm going to go and bring out the bacon that I cooked yesterday,
Okay.
which is right here.
Look how
Yes, lovely.
that is.
So that is the orange bacon.
Wow.
So I'm going to give you a couple pieces of this bacon.
Wow. I'm a two kind of strip bacon girl.
You betcha.
Mhm.
And a bit of this.
Wow. I'd be very happy with this.
Now, what I would do if I was serving, you can see all that goodness
Yeah.
is on the bottom there. If I was serving this at a buffet or something, I would sprinkle the top with a little powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Oh, I have to turn that off. It's going to drive me crazy.
Sure.
If I can hand this to you,
Thank you.
and you just go ahead and sit down right there.
Excuse me.
Quite delicious. So we have a nice little Mother's Day. Now, I had strawberries out. I would take time to put those together right now, but I think we're a little out of time. And I want to get your opinion on what this tastes like. So you can see that the brown sugar soaks up through the bottom of the casserole. Of course, hot would be really amazing.
It's so awesome. Wow.
That little fruit
And
on
the-
the side, little paloma in the glass. We have a happy Mother's Day.
You sure do.
Now, for my Mother's Day, my kids would make cereal. And of course, as they carry the tray and the milk slops everywhere. But now, all three of my boys are excellent cooks. One of my boys makes meringue. He makes macaron, which is not an easy thing to make. Lucky. Did you taste the bacon yet?
No, this
Very
is
sticky.
it's
Oh, Laura.
okay if I... Come on, it's me.
Now, the second thing we had to make in culinary school, yeah, it's good, was a chicken breast. And we only got one. And we had to poach it. And, boiled chicken, that just sounded like something horrible to me. So we had to season the water properly, get the water to the right temperature, leave it in, and we could only test it by how springy it felt. And when we got it right, it was the best chicken I'd ever had. And it was just salted water, truthfully. I mean, it wasn't anything special. I did sneak cinnamon in mine, but I'm a brat, so.
So, not brine. So I'm so sorry. Not brining, but very brinish. Right?
Yeah.
Salt water.
Yeah, it was really good. Then those first few days of actual preparing food were very stressful, even though it was a green bean or a chicken breast. And by the end of the first 5-week session, we were doing 5 full meals a day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And school was a 6-hour class and 8 hours of homework a day. Well, I did 8 hours of homework a day, but then I had to be at the top of the class because all the other people in the class were fresh out of high school, and I was in my 40s, so I had to be better. Yeah. Yeah, but this
divine.
It is divine. And I think Mother would love this. Any mother would love this. Again, it would need fresh fruit and something else on the plate, but it's sweet, it's savory and sweet, a little salt, a little nap juice. Mom can take a nap after brunch. And then, of course, we would clean up and not have Mom do the work. Now, I hope to be able to make this for my daughters-in-law this year. That would be fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'd love that.
I think they would. Thank you.
Indeed.
It's really lovely.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to you. Nice, Bonnie.
Nice.
It's-
Thanks much. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Come back next month. We're going to do Father's Day.
Oh, good.
Excellent. We'll have another drink.
Okay. If you insist.
If you insist. Yeah, we'll do Bloody Marys.
All right.
All righty. Okay.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being here today, and we'll see you next time. Happy Mother's Day.
kitchen with Bonnie. Slice and dice and here we go. Singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Whipping up a tasty show in the kitchen with